I will show you 5 signs that a woman is secretly obsessed with you. You want to know if she's serious about you, and you want the truth. If you're sick of guessing whether she's actually obsessed or simply somewhat interested, then don't click off this video, because what I'm about to reveal to you, each and every word is important. Use these guidelines with good intentions and be a real man. Chapter 1. Jealous. Being jealous isn't the most beautiful trait, but guess what? Dating isn't always as black and white as they seem. When a woman acts jealous, it's not just because she feels insecure. It can tell you a lot about how she feels about you. To feel jealous, you need to feel protective, insecure, and afraid of losing something important. When she shows signs of being jealous, it shines a light on how she feels. She cares about you and doesn't just see you as another guy. But wait a second, I'm not telling you to make her jealous. That would be dangerous. It's a different story when she's the one who is jealous. Sometimes a woman is jealous because she sees you as more than just a one-night stand. She really cares about you, and the thought of you being with someone else bothers her. There's a hint that she wants you all to herself, and no one else can have a piece of that pie. She just doesn't want to share it yet. While I don't support over-the-top stories based on jealousy, I do think that a little jealousy now and then can be helpful. It shows that she's not just interested, she has a stake in how you two connect. Chapter 2. Magnetic eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most primal, intense, and telling parts of human connection. When a woman is truly crazy about you, her eyes are like a playground. The way she looks at you makes you feel like she's eating you up. She looks like she's trying to remember your face so she can think about you later. Her eyes are getting bigger, which means she's feeling a lot more than just polite interest. And what are you doing while this electric look plays out? Most likely interested in your shoes, drink, or phone as if it were the most interesting thing in the room. And I'll tell you straight out, you're sending all the wrong signals if you can't hold her gaze and look like you're asserting your authority and dominance at that moment. Now, here's a wake-up call. Improve your eyesight. Don't run away like a scared simp when she gives you that look. Get really close to her eyes, like you own her. Send her a message telling her that you see her in all her depths, not just the surface. Quit sitting back and doing nothing. Take charge of the situation now. Chapter 3. She mirrors your movement. When someone is really interested in you, they subconsciously start to copy your actions, almost as if they're synchronized with your vibes. People are eager to join the dance because they seem to be able to sense your energy. They aren't copying your every move. I'm talking about small, almost unnoticeable changes that only few can notice. Imagine that as you lean back and sip your drink, she does the same, adopting a similarly calm stance. She crosses her legs in the same way you do. It's almost like you're both following a movement pattern that only the two of you know. There's no mimicking going on. It's a deep connection. But why does this matter? To show a link that goes beyond the surface. A sneak peek into the world of subconscious bonding. Truth be told, most of you are about as smart as a brick wall. You're trying to look good that you wouldn't even notice if someone brought fireballs to the party. That's when the anger starts to show. She's trying to tell you in a subtle way that she hears you, but you're too busy flexing your ego to get it. You need to know when to keep your ego and achievements in check. There's a time for everything. If she can't pick up on these subtle movements of mirroring, you'll miss out on a relationship with her. Before we continue to the next point, if you want to keep receiving real value that works in the real world, and if you're tired of these fake masculine figures out there giving absolutely dog shit advice that never really works, then do consider subscribing to this channel for your own good. You might just learn something new. Chapter 4. Intimate contact. Communication is not only one way. If you're the only one making an effort, it's time to confront your romantic fantasies. When a woman is secretly obsessed, she is not merely a spectator. She is an active participant. You want someone who is as invested in you, someone who is ready to pursue you, rather than just expecting to be pursued. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she will not be hesitant. She will take the initiative and make her presence known. Take note of who is approaching whom initially. Is she reaching out first, texting you first, or even suggesting plans? Or are you continuously chasing after something, like a dog chasing its own tail? Because always initiating isn't a sign of shyness, coyness, or being hard to get. It's a sign of disinterest. If she's into you, she won't just stand there waiting for you to sweep her off her feet. She'll be right there by you, bridging the gap. She'll demonstrate that she's just as eager about this relationship as you are. And if your phone is acting as a hotline to nowhere, it's time to consider whether you're the only one in this situation. Chapter 5. Interest in your life. This might be the most important point, so listen closely. If she's secretly in love with you, she won't be content with your witty one-liners or your good looks. She'll want to go deeper, and I'm not talking about superficial small talk. She will want to dive into the depths of your life. She will want to know more about your life like a detective. She'll inquire about your hopes, dreams, and ambitions. She'll be curious about you in general. And no, I'm not talking about a boring interview. I'm talking about questions that make you pause and think. Questions that show she's paying attention and genuinely wants to learn more about you. It's easy to recall a few facts about yourself, but it's a completely different story when someone recalls those details weeks or even months later. When she's secretly obsessed, she won't just listen to your stories. She'll soak them up like a sponge, remembering even the most insignificant details. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting. These conversations are fuel to the fire when she's secretly obsessed. You'll feel the chemistry. Chapter 6. Physical touch. You can tell if she's secretly in love with you by observing her behavior in your personal space. Physical contact is a powerful means of communication that goes beyond simple touch. Our body communicates in ways that words cannot. Her body will be screaming for you to pay attention when she's secretly obsessed. Seeking for chances for direct physical contact is one indicator to watch out for. You know when she kind of grazes your hand or softly brushes across your arm. Yes, my friend, those are intentional, calculated actions, sort of like her method of demarcating her territory. That indicates she feels safe approaching you. She doesn't stop there, though. If she likes you, she will find excuses and opportunities to touch you. Maybe when you joke, she'll playfully pinch your arm or straighten your tie when it's totally fine. When she leans in during your conversation, encroaching on your personal space in an exciting and alluring way. Take that as a neon light of interest flashing. You cannot fake it. It's an unfake force that draws you together like gravitational pull. What you have to do is look for these signs and perceive. You'll understand if she's being honest and vulnerable, or whether she's manipulating or deceiving you, because there are more women made for the streets than women made for relationships. So pick your battles wisely. These subtle cues speak volumes about her feelings, but here's the deal. While these indicators are helpful, they should not be taken in its literal sense. Every woman is unique, and deciphering these cues requires a combination of intuition and intellect. But if you want to date a woman who is out of your league, then click the video on the left.